welcome to Bust and Tail Outdoors. On this YouTube channel, this is where we talk about anything from everyday carry, concealed carry, anything tactical, hunting equipment, and pretty much anything in between. I would like to state that these opinions and reviews are of Bust and Tail Outdoors only. You're more than welcome to leave a comment in the comment section of every video, and I would encourage y'all to as well. I also encourage y'all to like and subscribe to Bust and Tail Outdoors. It would be gladly appreciated. Let's tune in right now and see what today's episode is all about. Thank y'all. Hello everyone, welcome back to Bust and Tail Outdoors. I'm your host, Josh Lynn. On today's episode, we're going to be putting together an over and under shotgun. I got this for my birthday back in January. I've had a lot of messages about it, people asking how did it perform, how did I like it, and had other questions about it. And I thought, let's do an episode on it because I'm still getting a few messages on it. So let's go ahead, let's put it to the Bust and Tail Outdoor page. All right, the gun we have today is from C-Z USA. This is an over and under. This is the Drake all-terrain model. It's a very awesome gun. Kind of a little backstory of how I ended up with this gun was I was in my local outdoor shop and I was buying something else. I went up to the counter. They had about 5 or 6 of these on the counter, and I seen this one, and there was 2 others like it, but this one was discounted pretty good. And I found out when I bought it that somebody had actually picked it up and dropped it on the floor, so they had to sell it as a scratch and dent. But there was only just a few light scuffs. There was no major damage to it, but they did heavily discount it for me. And I thought, well, as an avid waterfowler, I'm going to abuse it probably more than what he dropped it. I thought, I'll take it. All right, so we're opening this up. The case has a nice foam back. And as you can see, the bottom right here, this is not foam, this is just a very hard plastic. So this is not a cheap case. But one thing I love what CZ did, when you open this case, everything is in a gun stock. The buttstock receiver trigger is in one, and then everything else is in this one. So it's very nice and well protected. This being my first over and under, I don't know if they all come packaged like this or if they even all come with a nice hard case, but I was very impressed, and CZ did an awesome job to make sure that you can keep your firearm safely and protected. All right, so I have everything out of the nice gun sleeves they provided. Once again, these are nice and thick, and it's going to protect the gun. In the one sleeve, you just put the forearm on the barrel, and you can slide it in that gold sleeve. It still has my sling on it from duck season. In the other sleeve, you have the buttstock trigger, and where the barrel goes, nice and Cerakoted all the way through. Very nice. It also comes with a nice set of extended chokes. You get 5 of them to choose from. And depending on how you shoot, I guess if you shoot competition, you can shoot like a mid-range choke first and then a full second. We're gonna go all over that here in just a little bit. But let's get this gun put together. All right, now in this box, all the chokes in this are extended. Comes with a nice choke tube wrench. It has a full modified improved cylinder, and actually has a 1-4 to where you can actually shoot a rifled slug out of it. Now it would only be through one of the barrels, but it does have that option in this choke system. So that's very cool of what they did. All right, let's get this thing put together. Very easy. If you look here, it's got a nice hook system. And on the side here, you can see that right there. You're just gonna kind of line this up into there, push down, pull it back, very easy. Then over here, get that sling out of the way. You're just gonna pull that lever back in, push up, and it locks. Very simple. Take it apart, pull that lever back, break it over, boom. Very easy. All right, let's go over some features of the gun. Now, at first glance, I love how it looks like old school met new school. You still have the wooden stocks, but a nice Cerakote finish on the rest of the firearm. Now, this particular model, both the barrels are 28 inches. You have 2-inch extended chokes, which puts you at 30. Has a nice fluorescent sight on the end. They really made this model for the upland hunter and the waterfowl hunter. The one cool thing I really like they did is on this one, from the factory, you can get to where you can put a sling on it. I have my timber strap on it, right there on the buttstock, and it is Cerakoted, so that is going to help protect that from rusting out. All right, the next thing is right here above where the lever is for the breakover, there's a button right here. And pretty much on this gun, you just pull the trigger twice. It's not a double trigger over and under. You just press it twice. So, but this button back here, if I push it to the left, I shoot the top first, then the bottom. Click it over to the right, and I can shoot the bottom, then the top. So even if you're a competition shooter and you're using this model, you're still going to get that option of what barrel you can shoot first. And that's one thing I really like about this gun, because for me, depending on my hunting situation, is depending on what I shoot first. Now, I keep a full in the top and a modified in the bottom. For example, if I'm in some deep timber, I'm shooting the mod, then the full. But if I'm out in the open, like a field or something, I'm probably going to shoot my full, then mod. But it really just depends on the situation and how you would go about that. I know there's some competition shooters that are probably going to say different, but for me, that's kind of how I'm going to describe it. One key feature that I think they added to this model that all models should have, I know a lot of your older ones didn't, is the earth magnet. Now, what's really neat about this is that you can take your shell, put it in there, boom, won't fall out. And as you'll watch, when you go to open it back up, that pushes that shell out pretty nice, easy to get a hold of. Shove 2 more in there, break it over, boom, boom, and go. Just gonna give y'all a rundown what it's like out of the case put together. And here's a nice view from just opening up the case itself. At the first of the video, couldn't really see it very good, but that's how well packaged this gun comes in. Once again, nice gun socks it's stored into, pretty hard plastic. You got an extra tray to store some stuff. Actually, you got a couple extra trays if you want, and then plus where the gun goes, nice good foam backing. All right, there you guys have it, man. What an awesome shotgun. C-Z did an awesome job on creating this model. Once again, this is the Drake all-terrain model. They actually have what they call the redhead model that has the self-ejectors built into it. This one does not, but still, it's an all-around awesome upland waterfowl gun. I would highly recommend this gun to anybody. The only thing I have slightly negative to say over it, but I haven't really had a chance to really break this gun in a whole lot, that the handle and the breakover is still pretty tight, but at the same time, it's just not broke in yet. And it's going to get broke in more this season. When I bought this back in January, it's probably had about 10 to 12 hunts on it. So for me, that's not enough to really break in a shotgun, especially something like this. But I really look forward to using it this year again. Going to bring you some videos out in the timber with it, I'm hoping. So y'all stay tuned for that. I would like to take the time out today to say thank y'all for watching this episode. If this is the content that you like watching and can get behind, y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and y'all can follow along as an average Joe guy, bring you some honest review about some awesome products, guys. Once again, I thank y'all very much. Until the next time, work hard, train safe.